Hello, friends. Come back to Coffee with Queens. You have been watching the beautiful, the inspiring, the motivating, the very, very charming queens of Iowa. And besides that, there are a number of other queens who has won pageants on different platforms, but they are here on Coffee with Queens. So today we have a very, very intellectual, a very intelligent, and a very hardworking and very ambitious queen with us, and she is Dr. V. Manjula Kumari, and you'll be glad to meet her. The kind of dreams, and every day she's on toes doing something or the other. So, welcome Manjula on the show of Coffee with Queens.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You are the inspiration to a lot of women all over India, and we are very much inspired by your hard work, your NGO works, and all other activities, ma'am. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
So, Manjula, you are a doctor, a physiotherapist, and you are running a skin clinic. That means you are giving lots of services, making the people beautiful and healthy. So, what inspired you to take this profession?
Actually, I was very much interested in this skin treatments and other things, ma'am. I was an aspirant for MBBS, and I have studied my 1 year MBBS in Bangalore. Because of other reasons, I had to take up this physiotherapy. After joining this physical therapy, I have seen many obese patients. They are undergoing unscientific methods, and they are going with surgeries even. So I just wanted to develop something which can really help them. That is very much non-invasive, as well as the treatment which are non-surgical treatments, which can be very useful to women as well as men. So I have developed a concept called a comprehensive approach in conservative management of obesity, in which we will be using certain machineries, and we will be giving them the balanced diet. Diet will never be a concern to them. And moreover, we wanted to go with the holistic approach. So in that aspect, I have done fellowship in medical cosmetology from Germany, and then I have introduced the cosmetological treatments also here, so that if a person comes to us, a holistic approach will be there. Like a obese person comes us with many problems, even the obesity associated with many skin issues also, like acanthosis nigricans and other things, skin tags and other things. So we have introduced what all the skin issues and what all the obesity issues associated with a person, and we have given them 360 degrees grooming, the complete holistic approach, including the 360 degrees grooming of a particular obese person, so that their body image is improved and their self esteem is also enhanced. So, this is actually my approach. The main inspiration for this is myself. I was like, when I delivered of my baby, my weight got shoot up till 88, and I struggled a lot. I was 88 kgs and I struggled a lot. I had lots and lots of health issues. So, with that, I have started thinking, like, being a physical therapist, I am working with lots and lots of people. Why can't I try on myself? So, I have started approaching different clinics, and I have started taking different treatments also for weight reduction. Nothing was absolutely scientific, and nothing was USFDA approved, and the authentic treatments were not there. So I thought of developing something which could really help me as well as the entire society. So in that aspect, I have done lots of research in this, and then I developed this, which really helped me. I have reduced around 28 kgs. You can't even see a small wrinkle on my face or sagging or something, because that is because of my cosmetological treatments are also included in this particular holistic approach. So with that, I have reduced around 28 kgs, and now my weight I can happily manage myself, and you can see the change, ma'am. The perfect grooming.
It was very inspiring because see, a person when does on themselves, that's the best example. If you can improve
Yes.
your personality, you can definitely improve the personality of lots of people, because people get influenced by your kind of image what you carry. So that was very nice. Now I just need to know that besides this such a huge business which you're carrying, you are also into social activities. So how do you manage that?
Actually, social activities are like, I get inspired by every person I meet. So, like, if I could be useful to a person in one way or the other, if I am feeding their needs to some extent. That is like paying back to the society. That is what is called a CSR in corporate sector. Like giving back something to the society is the motto of each and every, it should be the motto of each and every person. I believe in that. So I wanted to do something to the society. That is the reason why I became part of many NGO activities, as well as like developing awareness regarding organ donation campaigns, because my father, he struggled a lot with the kidney problem, and my mother was the donor for him. So during that time, when I went for the dialysis and other things, lots and lots of people were suffering with that. After our death, we can give a new life to 8 individuals. That is the main concept behind developing awareness regarding this organ donation and other things. We have done few organ donation campaigns, as well as mental health awareness programs, because these people are, they are undergoing lots and lots of stresses, and they are undergoing this depression and other problems. So we started dealing with these, and then slowly we proceeded to this menstrual health. Menstrual health is also our concern, and a woman has to help women. That is what we learned. And later on, we proceeded to women empowerment and other things. In this way, I have started taking part in all the NGO activities, and we have started supporting the orphanages, old age homes, and other things.
Yes, Manjula, it was so many NGOs and so many activities you are doing. But tell me one thing, how do you manage? How do you get time? Your family is there, your children are there, and then your activities, your business. So, what? How do you like manage all these things?
Time management is something like when we have a strong will, when we have passion for anything, we can always find time. That's what I believe, ma'am. So once in a while, that is once in a month, one Sunday, I'll dedicate to my NGO activities. My son will be part of my every NGO activity, so that he will be meeting people and he will be learning what actually is happening in the society and how best we can help. So my son will be with me, and my family also supports me. My mom, my son, and everyone around my family, they support me. So I'm not losing my family time, as well as I'm not losing my time for the society. That is some sort of educating my son in the NGO issues, or like how we can do something back, how can we give back the society. That is some sort of moral
So that is
education to
very
him
good.
also.
That means you are saying that time management.
Yes,
People
ma'am.
should learn how to do the time management, and if they want to do, they can do many things in life. So, what do you think
If
about the beauty pageants? Do you think the beauty pageants really help a person?
actually the beauty pageants do help a person, definitely they will help a person. The crown which we achieved is a responsibility on our head. This always reminds us the responsibility, what we are and what we have to do. And we can get the reach, like we are reachable to more amount of person, and when a celebrity starts saying something, people will automatically listen to them. If they listen to them, if one person is influenced by us in a right way, in a right manner, then the purpose of achieving these crowns is achieved. That is what I believe, ma'am. And these reachability can be obtained when we get the celebrity status to some extent. And only celebrity status will not always be enough. We should have that passion to work for the society. We do have that passion, and this adds up to that particular thing. That's what I believe, ma'am.
So you have achieved crowns, and did your life change after that?
Definitely changed, ma'am. Till then, I was just Dr. Manjula. People used to listen to me. But when I have achieved this, I have become the live example what a woman can be. Right from 88 kgs, I have been traveling. My journey of self grooming has been started right from 88 kgs weight. The overall holistic approach we have followed, and I have achieved 50 kgs, 53 kgs right now. And then after that, people started looking at me and people started believing. And now when I got this particular crown, and people started believing that women can dare to dream even after their marriage, and they can reach the platform, the right platform is always ready for them. The international presents are open for them, and they can do anything. This is some sort of women empowerment in one sense, as well as Women are independent and they can do anything.
So, what do you think the women of today have? Because some women have taken the rights of women empowerment in a negative way. So, what would you advise to them?
I should say one thing, ma'am, here. Feminism is nothing like we are dominating. Feminism is something like we are taking our rights. Actually, we are owning our rights. That is not like we are against men or something or something. What is our right? We should know that and we should get that. That is what for what we are doing. And women empowerment is something like it is not throwing everything around and we just earn and you have to listen to us, not like dominating male society or dominating the patriarchal society, breaking all the rules. Women empowerment is something that gives the confidence to women, what they can do, how they can help the family as well as the society as a whole. This is what I believe, ma'am.
But there are some women, who takes you for granted and they misuse the power which is being given to them. So, what would you advise them?
I really say that being a multitasker, woman is always ready to take care of the family as well as the profession. They can balance that. So it is always good to balance it. It's not like escaping from our original responsibilities. The responsibilities should be handled in such a way that the time management should be there and they should be in a position to manage everything. That is not escaping from responsibilities. I always say this, ma'am. Women empowerment does not mean that we should escape from the responsibilities. We are accepting extra responsibility and we can manage it. In that way, we are helping ourselves as well as our family.
What
That's it.
is your advice to the younger generation of today?
The younger generation, they are pretty smart, they are more educated, and they can even have the reach in all aspects. We used to struggle a lot to get into this kind of platforms, but they have lots and lots of platforms to unveil their hidden talents. So I say to the younger generation that they should always be open to the new platforms and they can pursue their dreams. If they have the real passion, they can actually pursue their dreams in a right way.
So
They
you
don't need
are
anything.
now you are a queen of your husband with a crown. Does it make much difference being Manjula Kumari and now Queen Manjula Kumari?
When it comes to my personal life, that there will never be a difference, ma'am. I am the same Manjula Kumari. When I come home, I forget everything. I play with my son like a kid, and I still till date I cook my food. Whatever they want, they will just order, and I'll just cook it. I'll just serve them. I'm the same Manjula Kumari right from marriage till now.
Okay, so it was very nice talking to you. The one last question which I want to tell you now: how do you manage your the weight which you had increased and then you have decreased to 53 from 88? So, what is a mantra would you like to give to the people of today to maintain their weight and healthy life?
Just say only one thing, ma'am. Believe in yourself, and you must always be stress free. Practice yoga. Some sort of physical activity should always be there, and have the balanced diet. Don't have all the fancy diets or fat diets. They will never ever help them. Have a balanced diet in case if you want to have something like whatever gives you happiness, you do that. You pursue your dreams, have passion for I mean, like the passion should always be burning. Live your life up to your standards and don't ever try to please someone. Don't ever be a super mom. I tried it, but I failed. I honestly agree that we should never take the stress of, we should never take the peer pressure first thing. We should never take the peer pressure. We should always be peaceful, live your dreams, and give your 100%. Be satisfied with what you have.
What is the key reason of your beauty?
I'll always try to be calm, peaceful, ma'am. That is the only thing. I take what life gives me. Whatever life says, okay, fine. I'll see something or the other positive thing in a negative thing also. If something, everything has gone wrong, I'll search for something positive in that and I'll say to myself, okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं.
So, friends, you have seen how Manjula has changed her life from 88 kilos to 53. So, when she can, every woman can. It's only the desire, the passion which is required, and the positive attitude towards your life. Because with the positive attitude, I always say, you look charming, you look glowing. Anything and anything can happen. And in this Corona period, we have seen many people have lost many things, but at the end of the day we have to survive, so we have to take life as it comes. This is what Manjula does, and this is what the world has taught us, the nature has taught us, that take life as it comes. Sometimes the plans may not match your identity, so do not get stressful. Release it, love yourself, believe yourself, and explore the new life of yourself. Thank you very much. Keep watching. Till then, bye bye.